right. Welcome, Ava and Kate. Glad to see you both. We might have a couple others joining us. We shall see. But find your way into child's pose. And if anything comes up or sounds not okay, just kind of yell out and I'll make sure I get it fixed. All right. Hi, kitty, kitty. Hi, Felix. All right, so for child's pose, my friends, open up your knees wide, bring your toes to touch behind you. Begin to sit your hips back towards your heels. It's okay if they don't quite get there. And as always, if you want to double up your mat to go under your knees, if you've got a hard floor space, that's absolutely fine. Again, to release your arms out in front of you, relax your chest down towards the mat. Guide your forehead to the mat. Just kind of start to sink in. Start to think about your day, your week kind of leaving you. Your mat is soaking it up, taking away any of the stress, any of the craziness that maybe you've been dealing with. I know we're facing some COVID craziness in all of the states. You know, things are not going the direction you want them to go. And I think that's a pretty hard reality for a lot of us right now. We were really, hoping to feel like we could get back to some semblance of normal life, right? So I feel like it's just a chance for us to think about the things that are going well in our lives, right? And I don't know, we're transitioning into holiday season, transitioning into kind of that like Vata season. Things are a little drier. Things can seem a little darker. So what can we do? Like to keep optimistic, to keep, some happiness. That can be tough, right? So I'm glad that we can come to each other on our mats here together. From all over the world, from all over the country. Just maybe take this moment to be grateful that we get to do this together. Be grateful that you have a space in your home, that you have space in your day to practice yoga, to give this time to yourself. You know that it'll bring you joy, it'll bring your heart joy, it'll bring your body joy. Start to tune in to the sound of your breath. The breath is kind of a transition in itself, right? We're feeding our body with all of the good stuff from our oxygen, transitioning breath in and transitioning breath out. Start to walk your fingertips over to the right, a little bit of a right side body stretch. And as you walk your fingertips to the left, or I guess it doesn't really matter, pick a side. Walk your fingers over to the side. Whichever direction you walk your fingers towards, make sure your opposite hip kind of actively think about keeping it rooted towards your heel. So you really feel a side body stretch. It might be pretty intense this early, that's okay. If it feels good, take your outside arm, you can even wrap around your back, press the back of your palm into your back, kind of a little half bind. Press the back of your hand so you can open up your shoulder just a tiny bit. So you have an opening on the side of your body and then opening in your opposite shoulder. So if you walk your fingertips to the left, you have a right side body stretch and a little bit of a left side body stretch. Okay, good. And begin to walk your fingertips back to center. You might have cats fighting in the living room, that's fine. Start to walk your fingertips to the other side, perhaps it's to the right. Begin to root your opposite hip back towards your heel. Allow your forehead to stay on the mat. Perhaps your opposite hand wraps behind you. Press your palm into your back so your shoulder opens. Nice and easy. And begin to release your hands and walk them back towards the center. And begin to bring your palms directly underneath your shoulders so you can press your way up to a tabletop. So in your tabletop position, your hips stack over your knees, shoulders stack over your wrists. Turn your elbows in so the eyes of your elbows face out. And then notice if you kind of allowed your chest to kind of dump down, actively pull up. So you have a nice flat spine. Dig into the mat with your 5-finger pad. Think about that whenever your hands are on the mat. That's gonna help you protect your wrists just a little bit. You wanna take some cat and cows, that can feel good. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your chest, lift your chin nice and easy. Take a breath in here. Exhale, roll into cat posture. Think that Halloween kitty. Press your tops of your feet actively into the mat. Maybe even come up onto your fingertips for a little bit of lift. And kind of roll through that a couple times. Cat and cow. You can rock your hips side to side. Maybe take minutes. Guys, stop fighting. All right, come back into center. Before we stand up, we're gonna take a little bit of spinal twist. I wanted to kind of stretch our spines a little bit, so just rock your hips to either side so you can come on down to your mat. Make your way onto your mat so you're lying flat. Then gently pull your right knee into your chest. So your fingers are interlaced, maybe just beneath your kneecap. Allow your shoulders to relax and just gently pull your knee into your chest. Probably feels pretty good. Guide your left hand to the outside of your right knee and then ever so gently start to pull your right knee over to the left. Nice easy supine twist. Right, stack your right hip over your left hip. Your left knee can just kind of hang out there in space. If it doesn't feel good, you can always grab a pillow or a blanket to stick underneath your knee. It's okay if it just hangs there. Then open up your right arm. Either open up to a T or perhaps kind of a cactus shape. Also might feel pretty intense. I can definitely feel this in like my pectoral area. If you're a work at home warrior, like a lot of us are, right? We're kind of hunched at our computers, even if we think we have good ergonomic stature, we probably don't. Gently let your head gaze to the right. Really think about your body weight sort of melting into the ground. So take a breath in. On your exhale, melt to the mat. Notice if you're holding on into any tension in your body. One more like that. Inhale. And exhale. Begin to come back to pull both knees into your chest. Give it a little bit of a squeeze, maybe a tiny rock side to side. And this time, relax your right leg. Keep your left knee with you. Interlace your fingers around your left knee. Shoulders are nice and relaxed. Your hips are relaxed. Ever so gently inhale as you pull your left knee into your chest. Exhale, right knee to the outside, right hand to the outside of your left knee as you pull your left knee over to the right. Allow your left hip to stack on top of your right. Use that pillow or blanket here under your left knee if you need. Open up your left arm. Gaze over to the left. Kind of a passive stretch. Your muscles are not activated. Using the position of the pose and just plain old gravity to open you up a little. Might be like, anybody. Take a breath in. Exhale, melt. Okay, really nice. Start to come back into center. Pull your knees into your chest, rock side to side a little. So tonight, it's just a little bit of spine, a little bit of core. So ever so gently, begin to bring your hands behind your thighs and rock really nice and gently up to a seat. We're not going to take full boat quite yet, but we're going to work into a little bit of boat pose, or the beginning phases of boat pose. Yeah, all right, cats. So as you're sitting here, hands have been behind your thighs, really about pulling your tummy in so your abdominals are nice and active. And just come up to your toes. So you start to feel your abs turn on, and maybe just the tippy top tips of your toes are touching. If you feel yourself starting to guide your chest up, really feel lift up through your chest. Nice. You can release your hands out, toes can still touch. Just lower yourself part way back so you start to feel your lower abdominals turn on. So we're just kind of in a static hold here. Toes are kind of there for balance, so we're not trying to do too crazy just yet. Little Pilates move. Arms start to come up and down. I don't know what the heck they call this. But it's a nice little warm up for our triceps and warm up for the shoulders. We'll hold here for 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Hands behind your thighs. Rock and roll till you can cross your feet. Come back into tabletop position. Once you're in your tabletop, inhale to tuck your toes. Exhale, move into downward facing dog. Shift your hips up towards the ceiling. Find a foot hand position that feels good for you. Like for me, I have to set my feet back just a little bit. I'm kind of tall though. Keep a bend in your knees. Bend so much, just hover them. So bring your knees down so they hover just a few inches off the mat. Think about sticking your butt up in the air and then reach your legs a little bit longer. Gives you a little bit more of a sense of how we want our hips to lift. So as you're pressing into your fingertips, you feel your chest reaching actively back towards your thighs. Walk it out here a bit. Walk your dog, take some of that movement, it feels really nice. Right, let's take some more twisting action here. So keep your weight in your left palm. Guide your right hand maybe to your calf. If it comes maybe to your thigh, to your calf, that's absolutely okay. Equal amount of weight in both feet. And maybe start to pull with the strength of your right arm and gaze under your left armpit. A little bit of a stretch, a little bit of a balance challenge here, right? Really grip into the mat with your left fingertips. Maybe pull just a little bit harder. Maybe you can reach more towards your ankle. Starting to open up your chest towards the left. Nice, one more breath. And release, guide your right hand back to meet your left. Maybe shake your left hand out just a little bit to add some extra pressure. Excuse me, get settled back in your down dog. Guide your weight into your right palm. Guide your left hand to your right thigh, your right calf. Again, really dig into the mat with all 5 finger pads of your right hand. Equal weight in both feet. Maybe you start to pull with the strength of your left arm as you gaze under your right armpit. The more you can pull, the more you can twist. Feels nice in that thoracic spine. Allow your head to hang nice and heavy. One more breath. And release, palms to the mat, downward facing dog. Inhale. Open mouth, exhale. All right, from here, gaze forward, inhale. Exhale, step your feet up behind your wrists. Keep them nice and wide, almost as wide as your mat, perhaps, for a ragdoll pose. Knees are nice and bouncy, maybe bounce around a little bit. Notice that your weight shifts a little bit more into the front half of your feet. Your fingertips can stay here on the mat. Or if you'd like to bring them to your elbow crooks, that's great too. Gives you a little extra weight. Allow your head to hang heavy. Maybe you swing from side to side ever so gently. Just a little bit of spine work here. You may already feel a little looser than normal from our work already. Relax your fingers down to the mat and start to toe heel your feet to touch. Toes touch a little sliver of air between your heels. Knees are still really nice and bouncy. And then begin to roll yourself up to standing ever so slowly. When you Reach a standing position, close your eyes and guide your hands into your heart center. Opportunity here to think about an intention for your class. Thinking about transitions happening in the world, maybe transitions happening in your life. Many speak of opportunities. When one door closes, another one opens, but rarely about the hallway, the transition, the in-between where you are and where you are headed. The hallway doesn't have to be a scary, dark, endless confusion. It can be a space of massive transformation, great memories, and peace. Whatever transitions you might have happening in your life, or as we think about our kind of global transitions, may they bring us a little bit of peace and some happy memories. Take a nice big breath in and a big breath out. All right, blink your eyes open and release your arms by your sides. Let's start the little sun A. So inhale, mountain pose, Tadasana. Reach your arms high up overhead. So in your mountain pose, ground down into all four corners of your feet. Engage your thighs so they're nice and tight. That gives your low back a lot of support as we're thinking about spine tonight. Maybe a little tuck of your pelvic bone just to give you some good placement of your joints as they stack. Relax your shoulders down. Pinkies face forward, so your palms are almost facing each other. And think about a long neck, so your chin might even be tucked. Right, from here, inhale. Exhale, sweep your right arm behind you for an open arm twist. Now, our tendency is to turn the hips, right? So think about pulling your left hip back in space. As your right arm's open, you might be very far. It's okay, maybe your right arm is definitely not behind you. That's A-okay. It's really an opportunity to stretch through the spine, opening up through the right side body, our right shoulders. You can gaze over to the right, maybe you can gaze towards your right fingertips. Inhale, return to mountain pose. Exhale, swoop your left arm behind you for open arm twist. The right fingers point forward, left fingers point back. And this time, pull your right hip back in space. Keep your quadriceps engaged. Notice if you start to relax them, that's kind of let your hip go, right? So see if you can engage them. It'll help keep your hips facing forward. Gaze towards your left thumb. Take a breath in and a breath out. All right, inhale, come back to mountain pose. Inhale, open automatically to a standing back bend. So kind of one movement, arms open to a cactus, keeping your quadriceps nice and engaged. As you think about lifting up through your chest, then coming back really, really, really gently. You can gaze up towards the ceiling. Inhale, return to mountain pose. Exhale, hands through heart center, forward fold or swan dive if you prefer. Keep a bend in your knees as you release. Inhale to halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Bring your fingertips to your shins. Press into them to feel length through your spine. Rock your weight forward just a tiny bit. And feel your shoulders reach back towards each other, really creating that straight spine. Gaze at the floor, take a breath in. Exhale, plant your palms, step back to a plank. Working on abs a little bit here. We're gonna hold plank for just a little bit. I'm not counting, so this may not ever be exact. But in your plank, your toes are about hips width distance apart. You can always come to your knees if this gets to be too much or if you're working on strength. Dig into your fingertips, elbows of your eyes of your elbows face forward, and engage through every muscle in your body. You'll notice, you'll start to shake probably a little bit. I'm shaking. You'll notice that it feels a little bit easier if you're kind of helping yourself out by engaging everything. Really nice, everyone. Let's take a breath. So come back into down dog. Take a breath in and a breath out. All right, let's flow that breath to movement. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step up to the top, toes to touch, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose, Tadasana. Exhale, open twist to the right. Inhale, come back to mountain. Exhale, open twist to the left. Inhale, back to mountain pose. Float right into an open back bend, standing back bend. Inhale, return to mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Hey guys. Inhale, halfway lift. Oh my gosh. Exhale, plank pose. Plant your palms, step back to plank. Again, you can always use your knees if you need. Protect those wrists, grip your mat. You feel your hips start to rise up real high, see if you can bring them down just a little bit. Keep your tummy nice and tight. We'll hold here for 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to down dog, really nice. Take a quick shake out of your wrists if that feels good. Take a couple breaths here, inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Another one like that, inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Last time, inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step up to the top, toes to touch, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Root down to lift high. Exhale, open arm twist to the right. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, open twist to the left. Nice. Inhale, come back to center, open. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plank pose. Now maybe for a little extra challenge, maybe you can really root your weight into your left toes. Maybe lift your right heel. Extra challenge for the plank, a little Ekapada plank here. Maybe you put your right toes down, lift your left heel. And throughout this, think about pumping up through your shoulders. So you feel this movement coming from your shoulder girdle, really nice. Relax your left toes down, inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog, shake up the wrists. Take a breath in and a breath out. All right, inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step up to the top of the mat, toes to touch, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, high heels. Inhale to chair pose. Sit into your heels. Engage your inner thighs in towards one another as you reach your arms high or straight ahead. The idea is to roll your shoulders up and feel them relax down your back. Bring your weight so much into your heels, maybe you feel your toes wiggle. Maybe you can set your hips back just a little further. Nice. Take a breath in. Exhale, open twist to the right. So similar movement from before. Even harder to twist a little bit in this position. Keep your right hip pulled back and your inner thighs engaged. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, open twist to the left. Nice. Right hip pulls back, equal weight in both heels. Inhale, back to chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Way lift. Exhale, right into downward facing dog this time. Take a big breath in. Open mouth, exhale. All right, from here, inhale, lift your right heel high. So 3-legged dog. Lifted, flex your right foot back towards your face. And notice if your hip's trying to open. We're not there yet. So try to keep your right hip rolled down, like a little string's pulling up on your right hamstring. Press your chest, left thigh. Maybe you can lift your right heel just a little bit higher using the strength of your lower abs. Breath in. Exhale, now open it up, scorpion dog. So open up your right knee, so kind of points up. And allow your right shoulder to stay facing and square towards the mat. Now when you take some movement here, roll your right knee in a circle so you create some movement in your hip. Might even feel a little stretch on the inside of your left thigh. I do. Really nice. Take a big breath in. Exhale. Swoop towards your nose. And then place your right foot between your palms for a low lunge. So bring your right foot directly between your palms. Stack your right knee directly over your right ankle. Maybe make your stance a little bit longer. Hips should be even. Maybe rock back and forth a couple times just to get a little bit of movement here. Feels good. Now from here, begin to lower down onto your left knee. Release your left foot to the mat. And we'll come up into a crescent move. You can inhale your arms up overhead, or to start, you can bring your hands to your right thigh, maybe interlace them just above your right knee. And start to bend into your right knee and give yourself some length in your left hip flexor. Back a bit in space as you bend forward. From here, inhale, find that crescent moon, arms come up overhead. Exhale into I can never say it right. Hamunasana. Doing a half splits here. So fingertips can be right here on the ground. Pull your right hip back in space and feel a nice stretch through your right IT band. And flex your right foot back towards your face for a little extra. It feels good to walk your fingertips forward. You can do so. Just kind of allow your torso to hang heavy. There's not a lot going on here except your left leg is helping to stabilize you and keep you balanced. Stay put. Take another breath in here. And a breath out. Come back up into your crescent moon. So you'll tuck your back toe, lift your back, well, not don't lift your back knee. Tuck your back toe, plant your palms to the mat, and come back into a low lunge. Awesome. Take a breath in and a breath out. Inhale, open up to warrior two. Spin your back heel flat, open up your left arm, reach your right arm to the front. So just sink into your right knee. Now, a couple little things here to look out for. As you bend in and out of your right knee, notice if your right knee's ever past your right toes, make your stance a little longer. Shift your shoulders towards the left so you can stack them over your hips. So notice I was kind of here, and now I'm here. It's kind of nice, I can actually see myself this way. Gaze over your right middle finger, allow your shoulders to relax. Sink down. Nice, take a breath in here, and exhale. Inhale, reach your fingertips forward. Exhale, come into a side angle position. Right arm down, left arm come. Release your right arm to the top of your right thigh, or start to press the inside of your right knee to kind of open up your left shoulder. Should have a little bit of flexibility there. Stay here, or maybe you exhale your left arm behind you for a little extra half bind. So the back of your hand comes to the back side of your body. You just use a little bit of pressure to help you open up your left shoulder. Try to recommit to that lunge in your right knee. Your left leg is nice and engaged. Press into the back edge of your left foot. Nice. Inhale and exhale. Release your half bind if you have it. Bring your right arm back to your extended side angle. Take a breath in. And on your exhale, start to straighten through your right leg. Begin to reach your right fingertips down for a triangle pose. So as your right fingers reach down, your left fingers stay high, you start to feel an engagement through your inner thighs. Continue to open up through your left shoulder. We're giving that right leg a little bit of a break. Yeah, reaching up and reaching down with equal amount of force. Almost like you're trying to pull your mat apart with the strength of your feet. Nice. Inhale and exhale. Inhale to reverse triangle. Keep your legs straight as you release your left arm down, right arm comes high. Up through your right fingertips. Find length reaching up, and then maybe a little bit of length reaching back. Really nice. Take a breath in. Exhale, cartwheel your palms down. Plant your hands. Step your right foot back to meet your left, coming back into a plank pose. Let's hang out here. Just a couple extra seconds. Take a breath in and a breath out. Nice strong planks. Inhale, find your way back into down dog. Really nice for one. Take a breath in and a breath out. All right, inhale, lift your left leg high. So again, on this side, three-legged dog. Feel your right heel release to the mat. As you lift your left heel, flex your left toe back towards your face. Roll your left hip down so they're even. Press your chest back towards your right thigh. Feel that string lifting up through your left hamstring. Really nice. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, open up to your scorpion dog. Time your left knee points up towards the sky. Roll your shoulders back down to be facing the mat. And you kind of feel your heel reaching towards your glutes and take some movement. Rolling around through your left hip. Creating some movement here. Awesome, come back to your scorpion dog. Breath in. All right, exhale, guide your knee through your nose, and then plant your left feet between your palms. Ooh, switch the side. Left foot between your palms, low lunge. Stack your left knee over your left ankle. Maybe make your stance just a little bit longer. Walk back and forth if that feels good. Come back to stillness in your low lunge. Start to drop your right knee to the mat. Release your right foot, top of your right foot. Rise up to a crescent moon. You can inhale your arms up overhead, or interlace your fingers around your left thigh. Create some evenness in your hips first, and then begin to reach your right knee forward as you create length in your left knee forward as you start to create some length in your right hip flexor. Kind of move back and forth here a little bit. Releasing all this pent up stuff we're carrying around in our hips. All right, come back to center. Inhale your arms up over. Exhale, half splits. I always like to move my left heel forward just a little bit. Fingertips right here to the ground. Think about pulling your left hip back in space. Allow your torso to gently fold over your left leg. You can always walk your fingertips forward if you like. Any extra movements you might like in these postures, you're always welcome to take. Notice if your breath has gotten choppy at all, so you can calm it down. Breath in and breath out. You're gonna make your way back to your crescent moon. Plant your palms, tuck your toes, lift your back knee back into your low lunge. And spin your back heel flat. Inhale, open up, warrior two, Virabhadrasana two. Right arm comes behind you, left arm out. Begin to bend into your left knee. Take some movement here if it feels good. Again, notice, need to adjust your stance at all. Get your arms out strong as you're a warrior pulling your bow. Gaze over your right middle finger. Left middle finger. This time, scoot your shoulders back towards the right so you can try to bring them over your hips. How you feel? I know. Bend in out of your knee a few times. Please don't scratch on the couch. Thank you very much. Nice, strong warriors, beautiful ladies. All right, so from here, inhale, reach forward. Exhale, extend side ankle. Left arm down, right arm comes high. Again, that option to rest your arm on top of your thigh or press gently to the inside of your left thigh to open up your right shoulder. Really commit to your lunge and feel your hips dropping. See if you can get to a point where maybe someday you have kind of a 90-degree angle there. Never required. Option to bring your right arm behind you. Press the back of your right hand into your back as you open up your right shoulder. Just a little bit more opening there in our chests. Take a breath in and a breath out. Inhale, return your right arm high. Begin to straighten through your front leg. Now begin to reach your left fingertips down as we come into triangle pose, Trikonasana. Left fingertips reaching towards the ground, right fingertips reaching high. Engage through your inner thighs and feel your chest open towards the right. More important to think about reaching high than coming down. Press the edge of your right foot into the mat. Full amount of pressure in both feet. Gaze up at your right fingertips. Really nice, take a breath in and a breath out. Inhale to reverse triangle. Release your right arm down, left arm comes high. Go for it. Find a little length reaching up out of your left side body, then begin to reach back. Keep that engagement in both of your legs. Inhale. And exhale, cartwheel your palms down to the mat. Step your right left foot back to meet your right ear and your left toes. Hold here. So strong, building up a little fire as we release. Have these powerful transitions. One more breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Walk it out if it feels good. Big breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Another one like that. Big breath in. Open mouth, exhale. All right, inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step up to the top, toes to touch, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana, sitting nice and low in your chair. Into your heels, legs are engaged. Inhale. Exhale, sweep your right arm behind you for your twist. Nice. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, left arm, open twist. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, downward facing dog. Oh, hi, buddy. From your down dog, inhale, lift your right heel high. Exhale, open up, scorpion dog. Hold it here, inhale. Exhale, bring your knee to your nose first, kind of tiger pose, then bring it down to your low lunge. Release your left knee to the mat. Inhale, crescent move, sweep your arms high, press your hips forward. Exhale, half splits. Hang out here for a breath, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, bring your palms back to the mat, tuck your toes, your back heel. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, open up, warrior two. You're pulling your bow. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, straighten through your front leg. Exhale, triangle pose. Nice. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, cartwheel down, low lunge. Step your right foot back to meet your left. Plank pose, inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful, inhale, lift your left heel high. Exhale, open up, scorpion dog. Inhale, knee to nose, tiger pose. Exhale, low lunge. Drop your right knee to the mat. Inhale, crescent moon. Exhale into half splits. Hang out here for one extra breath. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, bring your palms forward. Tuck your toes. Lift your back leg. Inhale, open up, warrior two. Let's take a breath in. And a breath out. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, extended side angle. Awesome. Inhale, straighten through your front leg. Exhale, triangle pose. Awesome. Inhale to reverse triangle. Exhale, cartwheel down. Clench your palms. Step back, find your plank pose, hold here, inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice big breath in. And a big breath out. All right, last time through, inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step up to the top, toes to touch, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, open twist to the right. Nice. Inhale, come back. Exhale, open twist to the left. Inhale, come back to chair. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plank or downward facing dog. From down dog, inhale. And exhale. All right, we're gonna add a little bit on. So an option here for a posture that of course now all of a sudden I'm forgetting what it's called. Oh my gosh, Ava. Flip dog. Okay, here we go. So option here from our scorpion dog to take it into a little bit more of a spinal back bend. This is just optional, and I'll walk it through us. Again, nothing you have to try, but maybe, give it a shot if you've never tried it before, Kate. So from here, inhale, lift your right leg high, then exhale, open up to that scorpion dog. Now follow along, or you can watch if you want. I'm gonna allow my right foot just to touch the ground behind me. My right foot's gonna be completely flat. I'm gonna point through my left leg. Pressing into my finger pads of the left hand, I'm gonna open up. I'm gonna push my hips up towards the sky and reach behind me with my right hand. Really nice way to open up the whole front line of your body. Continue to press into your right heel, engage through your left leg. Take a breath in. Exhale, come back into your three-legged dog. Exhale, guide your knee to your nose. Then plant your foot into your low lunge. Release your left knee down. Inhale to your crescent moon. Exhale, half splits. Should be noticing flexibility in your hamstrings now. Should feel really good. Take a breath in and a breath out. Walk your fingertips forward, tug your toes, lift your back leg. Inhale, open up, warrior two. Exhale, sit deep down. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, straighten through your front leg. Exhale, triangle pose. Nice. Inhale to reverse triangle. Really feeling that length in the right side. Exhale, cartwheel down. Plant your palms. Step your right foot back to meet your left, holding in our plank pose. Breath in. Exhale, down dog. Nice work. Here we go. Left side. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, open up to that scorpion dog. Again, hang out here. Try this out. Begin to allow your left foot to hit the mat behind you. It's flat. Begin to point your right toes. Bring your weight into your fine finger pads on the right side as you open up your body to reach your left arm behind you. Almost like you could high five someone behind you. Now actively press your hips up towards the ceiling. Nice back bend. Opening up the front line, really engaging so many different parts of our bodies. Allow your head to hang heavy. Take a breath in and release. Plant your left palm. Keep your left leg lifted. Inhale. Exhale, step your left leg through. Tiger pose to low lunge. Release your right knee down. Inhale, crescent moon. Woo. Exhale, half splits. One body. Take a breath in and a breath out. Walk your fingertips forward. Your toes, lift your back leg. Bring your left foot back to meet your right plank pose. Hold here. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a big breath in. Open mouth, exhale. big breath in and a breath out. All right, let's take a child's pose just to reset and relax. Knees come wide, toes touch behind you. Feel free to grab some water if you need. Otherwise, I didn't bring water with me over here. I see. If you're in your child's pose, just take some breaths. Nice big breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Inhale. And open mouth, exhale. All right, my friends, from your child's pose, start to walk yourself up into the tabletop. Sit your hips over to either side. Bring your legs out long in front of you. So we kind of started out with a little bit of boat pose. We're gonna come back into that boat. So we're gonna do some rowing boats. Hi, Carlos. All right, so get your weight nice and centered on your hip bones. Bring your feet up behind your hips. Toes kind of touch the mat. And place your hands behind your thighs. And really start to feel your weight kind of resting on your tailbone. Lift through your chest. Toes can stay here. Maybe begin to reach your legs out long. Arms can reach out long in front of you. You're welcome to hang out here. Let's take a couple rows. So, and inhale as you release. Try to hover your toes, hover your upper body. Exhale, bring it up. Nice. Inhale to release, nice and slow. Exhale, bring it up. Let's try to do 4 more. Long. And pull it in. Oh, I feel sweat rolling down my... Bring it long. And bring it in. I guess 2 more, right? 2 more. Long. Bring it in. We got 1 more. We're gonna hold it low. So think about engaging through your abdominals, your low abdominals, your legs are engaged, keep your chest lifted, bring it up, and roll onto your back. Nice. Knees into your chest, rock side to side. Woo. I'm always surprised with no heat in here how I can still work up a sweat. I don't know about you guys. All right, from here, open up your knees nice and wide. Bring the soles of your feet to the ceiling for a happy knee. Ananda Balasana. So you can get your knees pulled in towards your chest, heels stacked just in line with your knees, and reach out for the outside edges of your feet. If you can't quite get there, that's okay. You can hold down gently with the strength of your arms as you press into your hands, and that may help you feel your low back kind of release to the mat. Can rock side to side. Feels really good. A chance to kind of even out all the different work we've done. All right, guide your knees into your chest. And then grab your towel or your shirt or your mat, whatever you maybe brought with you. About 9 minutes, we're doing good. All right, so now that we've warmed everything up a little bit, we're gonna do a little bit more stretching through our leg muscles. So really kind of help our spine, right? Because everything gets so tight. But all kinds of cats come in to say hi. It's dinner time, that's what they're all around. Okay, so release your legs up nice and long. Pull your left knee into your chest. Take whatever you've got and wrap it up and around your left foot. And then hold on to either side. So left leg is nice and long. You can have a bend in your left leg if you need to. Or if you feel like you can have it straight, that's okay too. That's what this is for. So as much extra help as you need. Someday, the real flexible people don't even need it. Not me. All right, so we're hanging out here just for a few, kind of letting our bodies adjust to this position. Now if it feels, gently pull your foot towards the wall behind you, ever so gently. Should feel a pretty nice stretch through your hamstring. Discomfort is okay. We don't want anything like pain. Now take your right hand and place it on your right hip. So you kind of are helping your right hip stay grounded I like to bend my left elbow into my rib cage. So I kind of have it planted and then slowly start to open your left foot to the left. Sometimes I'll even put my left elbow on the ground. Now I can feel my right hip trying to roll up. So I'm gonna try to roll it back down. You can gently pull your foot again. So you're getting a little extra stretch. Try to keep your shoulders rested, your head nice and heavy. Continue to breathe evenly. All right, slowly begin to bring your foot back up. Switch out your hands. Place your left hand to your left hip if that felt good. And start to bring your left foot over to the right. Probably feel a really strange sensation through your leg. That's your right T-band. It's giving you a little extra space in your body for your weekend. This is a really nice one to do Sunday night before you go to bed, or maybe Monday morning even. I think we have sculpt on Monday mornings. Oh, I think there's sculpt on Monday afternoon too, which sounds absolutely lovely. What a way to like sweat on a Monday, right? Bring your foot back up to center, release your apparatus. Guide your knees into your chest real quick. Kind of roll it out. And then this time your left leg comes long. Left leg comes long. Drape whatever you got over your right foot. Grab a hold. Left leg is nice and long. Flex your left foot back towards your face. Same with your right toes. Really focus on the sensation of your hips being rooted to the mat. Maybe a little bend in your right elbow. Start to gently pull your right toes back. Breathe into those sensations. All right, bring your right elbow into your right rib cage. Slowly start to bring your right foot out to the right. Maybe bring your right elbow to the ground. Keep your left hand on your left hip. Try to help you keep it nice and rooted. It feels good. Pull your right foot back towards you. All right, slowly begin to bring that back up and then switch out your hands. Your right hand, your right hip crease if you like. And then slowly bring your right foot over. Ooh. I hear you, Felix. You might notice that one side felt a little stickier or stiffer than the other. Pretty typical. Oh yeah. All right, bring everything back to center. Release your strap. Guide your knees into your chest. Really begin to pull yourself in for a nice big hug. Squeeze yourself in really nice and tight. Engage everything. Pull it in, pull it in, pull it in. Take a big breath in. Exhale, release into your final posture, your Shavasana. Allow your legs to come out long. Heels are in. Toes flop out. Take up as much space as you like. You're not in a busy studio classroom. You have all the room in the world. Relax your arms out wide. Allow your palms to face up so you can receive. Maybe even gently tuck your shoulder blades under to open up your chest. Really allows your heart to shine and receive. Release your tongue from your roof of your mouth and relax your jaw. Let's take one last big breath in together. And an open mouth exhale. The next 2 minutes is just for you. Many speak of opportunities. When one door closes, another one opens. But rarely about the hallway, the transition, the in-between where you are and where you are headed. The hallway doesn't have to be a scary, dark, endless confusion. It can be a space of massive transformation, great memories, and peace. You can hang out in your Shavasana a little longer if you like, or if you would like to come back into Friday evening and wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers, gently rock your head from side to side. Reach your arms up overhead like you are waking up for the first time today. Big good morning stretch. Guide your knees into your chest. Let's roll over to the left side for our moon side. Rest your head onto your left bicep, your right fingertips touch the mat, pressing into the supportive earth beneath you. And then with your eyes closed, make your way up into a comfortable seat. Hips are rooted evenly, nice and comfortable. Spine is nice and straight. Guide your thumbs, your hands to your heart center, Anjali Mudra. Thumbs into your heart center, right at your heart chakra. Thinking about that happiness and that peace that you can cultivate in these crazy times of transition. Guide your thumbs up to your third eye center, your Ajna chakra. Pressing into that place of intuition, into light, trusting yourself, trusting your intuition, trusting that your story is unraveling just as it's meant to. The light and student and teacher in me sees and reflects the light and student and teacher in both of you lovely ladies. And back to you. Namaste. Good. How are you feeling?
Much better.
Hey, I know, me too.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I'm so glad you could come.
Yeah, you always say they're exactly what I need to hear. So
I love it. You do the same for me, girl. We have like an energetic thing. I love it. We're like tethered across the continent.
Yeah, I love it.
Oh, and sorry for all like I don't know, because you guys hear my cats like playing and like
a little bit, but it's like super cute. It's
so
great.
Funny. Well, this one, who's giant for 7 months old, this giant friggin', I don't know, hi.
Oh.
He's just like attacking the other two, and they're like, Kate, how are you feeling?
Sore, but a good sore.
A good sore? Yeah, it's crazy. I didn't really time it out or anything. I just kind of went with it to see, whatever. And then I looked down and I was like, 6:48? How did that happen? So.
Yeah, it was great. It was so good. Thanks for putting that hamstring stretch in there.
Yeah, well, it's funny, like you, and like I was thinking you did it with us just recently, and I think, did Brian do it too? I don't know. But I was, it's funny, Tara, who didn't make it tonight, but she kind of asked for like spine and abs. So I was trying to think of like, what can we do to be like I wanted it to be challenging, but then also, opening and stretching and that kind of stuff. So I don't know. I was like heavy breathing as I was teaching, like trying to stay steady.
Yeah, the intensity was like perfect for Friday night. I loved it. It was like,
thanks.
Because I've been modifying Vinyasa a lot.
Yeah.
With health stuff, but it was like a really good, like slow and mindful, but like still challenging. So it was perfect. It was really
Thanks.
nice.
I appreciate that. I'm not like with Vinyasa, I found I'm not the like fast teacher. That's just not who I am. And it's funny because Brian's like, I should probably stop recording. Hold on.